Cute little bitch. Chinese, Japanese, it's all in my fridge. I grab my chopsticks for my favorite dish. Chinese, Japanese, it's all in my fridge. Think you look, I'm relaxed. Think you look, I'm relaxed.
Hello there, Twitch TV. I'm MasterDalK, as it says over there. Yeah, I got it right. No! There. There we go. I'm here to cast another ESEA match between Team oGaming and Evil Genius's Raid Call. And damn it, my viewer list has decided to screw me over and isn't working. And that makes me a little frightened. So, this is an ESEA match. There's going to be 4 best of 3s played no matter what. And if it is tied 2-2, it's going to go to an ace match. So, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the Twitch chat, etc. to work, because it's deciding not to. And that's annoying. Like, really annoying. So yes, this is going to be OG versus EG. Battle of the Raid Calls. Raid Call sponsored teams. So I'm actually just waiting on some stuff. Come on. Well, the Evil Geniuses players aren't here. We're just waiting on them to get in the channel. Twitch is actually overloading a little bit recently because of the League of Legends. Alright, so Sheen and Evely have arrived, so it's not going to be a forfeit, so I was a little scared there. And it is cold as hell, so I'm a little twitchy today. It's cold. So within the next hour, my hands will get cold. Really, really cold. Come on, Twitch chat. I'm sorry that it seems like I'm stalling a lot. I really don't know why. Like, I really just want my Twitch chat to work so I can talk to you guys. Because there's a 2-minute delay on this, because it's required by ESEA if it's going to be live at all. So I'm just trying to wait, hopefully get my Twitch chat working, and then I can do whatever I need to. Hey, the Twitch chat works! Alright. So, oGaming is a team that I'm the caster for. That's why I got first dibs on this game. We are a multi-gaming team with teams in Dota, On, and so basically all of the MOBAs. Evil Geniuses, of course, you'd probably know them. I kind of trailed off there. Okay, okay, I trailed off there really, really badly. Because I was talking to people in the thing. Alright. So it appears that all of the games are going to be played all at the same time, and then I'll be doing one best of 3 live, and then the other 3 best of 3s I'll be doing off of replays. In Control and Buzz was played yesterday because In Control couldn't make it tonight. Soppy was supposed to play, but then he couldn't arrive for some sort of personal reasons, so Machine will be taking his place. Okay, let's see. Let's mod. Okay, I need to mod you. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot. Okay. Alright, so sorry that I'm actually having to wait a little bit. It's just taking a bit of time. Sorry if you couldn't hear the music. So remember, there is a 2-minute delay as it is required for ESEA if I do any live games at all. So I'm going to have to do that. So I believe that I have the choice of casting a ZVZ or a ZVZ. I think I'm gonna go with the ZVZ. Oh, hey. The map of the week is Entombed Valley, so all the best of threes will be starting on Entombed Valley, and then we'll be going somewhere from there. Oh gee. See. Okay. So I'd just like to say hello to all of you. You're watching me from TeamLiquid.net, probably for the first time, as this is the first time that I got onto the TL calendar, and I feel good about that. I'm just trying to find things to talk about. Just waiting on the game to be made. Buzz versus In Control was played yesterday, but I'm going to be casting it off of replays after I do my live game. Yes, I am a caster. I am the caster for OG. I cast for oGaming, which is one of the teams tonight. I am of South Asian background, if you haven't been able to tell. No, skin color. Yeah, I'm trying to get eyebrows. No. Come on. I am from Canada. Okay, here, I'm going to say all of my biography right now. I am MasterDalK. My first name is Salil. I am from Canada. That is why it's really cold. For me, okay, so I think Hydra and Machine have started already. So I guess we're going to be getting... So we're going to be getting Traveler versus LZ Gamer. And I'm going to say LZ because I'm Canadian, eh? Alright, so we're going to be getting into OG's Traveler versus EGLZ Gamer RC. So it's going to be a best of 3. Yes, I play StarCraft 2, that's how I got into this. I'm Protoss, and I have no idea what rank because I really just stopped laddering. It's a long story to that, I'd rather not explain that. I currently live in Mississauga, Ontario. Okay, so the game is starting. Okay, I'm just... Alright. So, yeah, I currently live in Mississauga, Ontario. Okay, so it's going to be MLG and Toon Valley. I'm sorry, I'm just switching around from a bunch of things because I just need to get all the things done. Okay, okay. Damn it. Okay, so... Yellow. Okay, oh crap, I'm sorry. Sorry. Just really... Okay, there we go. Okay. Any questions about me, I will answer later, because the game has started. It's going to be OG's Traveler versus EGLZ Gamer RC. So on the top left corner of MLG and Toon Valley, we have the blue Zerg, LZ Gamer. And on the opposite, well, vertical spawn across, I butchered that sentence. The yellow Zerg, he is Traveler. This is a ZVZ. Really, anything can happen. And there's going to be 3 ZVZs tonight. And 1 ZVP. And possibly a 4th ZVZ if it goes to an ace match. So it's going to be you're going to be seeing a Zerg every game. oGaming has a lot of Zergs, I'll just tell you that. When I met them, there was like 1 other Protoss that I saw. I'm sorry if my hand's a little slow at first, trying to move stuff. It's because my hand's kind of cold. So Traveler going to be going for a 14-16 opening. LZ Gamer going to be doing the exact same thing. Both of them going swimming pool first. Pretty similar builds at the moment. Traveler going to be putting down his extractor just a little bit behind, but his queen will be coming out a little bit faster. As well, LZ Gamer opted to go for that extractor first, and he's going to be doing some little extractor play to get that extra drone out, or Zergling, but it's going to be a drone as there are no Zerglings on the production tab, so it looks like both of these players aren't going to be doing anything too serious anything too cheesy, too all-in-y at the moment, as both of these players getting their hatcheries up. Not a single Zergling has entered the production tab all game long, so it's not going to be a Zergling Baneling attack early on in the game from either of these players at the moment. Hatcheries finishing up for both of these players right now, and metabolic boost on the way at the exact same time for both of our players. This has been pretty mirrored from both of our players. One difference that is pretty noticeable is that the second queen for LZ Gamer has already started, while for Traveler it is not yet on the way. Baneling Nest now getting dropped down for Traveler over in the main base. And now LZ Gamer going to be doing the exact same thing. Both of them on one gas, because you do not currently need all the gas for too many banelings right now. And you also want more drones and the spine crawlers and the Zerglings out first. I really needed to do that. It's cold. Okay. So far, no second gas out just yet. Traveler going to be getting his first 4 banelings on his ramp. Oh, the second gas is out for LZ Gamer at his second base. No banelings for him just yet. Just getting out some more Zerglings. Second extractor, third extractor, in fact, on the way now. Lair on the way for Traveler, so it's going to be a lot ahead compared to LZ Gamers. And some 4 Zerglings getting in, not really seeing a lot, having to back off because of that spine crawler, as it would have just basically picked away at all of those Zerglings as soon as they went up the ramp. There are some defensive banelings already ready here for Traveler. LZ Gamer morphing in some offensive banelings outside of Traveler's base, about 12, and there is an Overlord here to see it though. It's not too big of a deal at the moment. Defensive banelings are ready. More defensive banelings even getting morphed in. There's a queen, a spine crawler. Lair almost finished for Traveler too, and the 4 banelings coming in. More banelings coming in as well. 1 baneling explodes. 2 banelings explode, not really doing a lot of damage here. Ooh, Traveler just lost a lot of stuff to 4 banelings of LZ Gamer. That was not a very good trade for him. But he already has his lair up, he already has his Roach Warren on the way, and a Spire on the way as well. But actually, LZ Gamer is the one with who has been trading inefficiently, losing more resources. A large surplus of Zerglings are out onto the field for LZ Gamer at the moment. Not really going to be putting on any more pressure as it was thwarted the first time. Drones coming back to the natural immediately. So it has quieted down quite a bit. LZ Gamer not going to be getting a Roach Warren or a Spire, in fact going straight for the Infestation Pit. Rather unique move, I should say. Also getting up his 3rd base at the same time, as well as an Evolution Chamber. So this is something that I really haven't seen a lot, to be honest. There was a changeling in the main base of ESEA Gamer, but it does get taken out. Overseer gets to live though. Queen's deciding not to deal with it. Roachborn now on the way for ESEA Gamer, as well as pathogen glands for our EG player. Extractor trick being used, and the third hatchery getting thrown down now for ESEA Gamer. It's about halfway done, so he is ahead in that count. But Traveler did have a lot of his tech buildings up already. As you can see, 5 Mulisks are already out onto the field for Traveler right now. They are heading out, and they will meet up some Zerglings. Oh, no, instead go for this Overlord. Ooh, some nice Baneling explosions on those Zerglings there, taking out a lot of them. Third hatchery is up for ESEA Gamer. Not really being used just as of yet, as he is trying to keep these Zerglings active right now. The first 5 Mulisks are still hovering around the map, taking out some more Zerglings as well. 1-1 on the way for melee units for Traveler. By Galal Reconstitution, +1 missile attacks, and Burrow is on the way for ESEA Gamer. Some infestors are already out, and Infested Terran's going to get dropped down at the third to try and take care of these Mulisks. But 2 Overlords get taken out before the Infested Terrans can even do anything, and ESEA Gamer is supply fucked at the moment. A macro hatch on the way for our yellow Zerg. Pathogen glands now on the way for Traveler. And he's doing a good job at trying to keep that map control that he just earned with these Mulisks. And these infestors are going to end up having to spend a lot of their energy on infested Terrans. And really, Traveler has a lot of Zerglings. So the fungal growths would be very helpful to ESEA Gamer if he would be able to use them. Some Zerglings trying to get more scouting information. That one gets taken out by 2 spine crawlers immediately. These first 5 Mulisks are still alive, full health, not have been taken out yet. There's a spore crawler at the third, and in the main, and as well as at the natural. So it looks like these Mulisks won't be able to do too much damage anymore. Traveler doing a little bit of a neat tactic, keeping 1 Mulisk a bit of ahead of the rest, so that he does get to not lose all of his Mulisks right away. Hydralisk Den has just finished for ESEA Gamer, and Galal Reconstitution is on the way for that extra range. First Hydralisk's on the way as well. And this is probably brought on because of the fact that there were these Mulisks here. And plus also in ZVZ, after a while, Hydralisks do actually help. 2-2 on the way for ESEA Gamer, for Traveler for his melee units. And an Ultralisk Cavern is now on the way as well. So those melee upgrades will pay off quite a bit. But there are quite a few Roaches already out. These Roaches do extra damage to armored units, but will it be enough is the question. Fourth base going down for Traveler. The fourth did get delayed a little bit for ESEA Gamer. Let's just take a look at the income tab. It's equal at 69 to 69. The first 5 Ultralisks are on the way. Adrenal Glands on the way as well. It's pretty quiet right now. Both of these players just trying to get their 4th bases up, not really committing to any sort of attack just as of yet. And it looks like NozzGamer going to be slowly moving forward. Changeling in the main of NozzGamer now. And it doesn't really see a lot, but oh, look at that. NozzGamer now pushing towards the Xel'Naga Tower. A few Zerglings going to be going for the 3rd and 2nd at the same time, and they will see the Ultralisks now. And mute some Zerglings for Traveler, heading around the back side of the map, heading towards the 4th base. And the hatchery is finished, so that means no cancel will be allowed right now. This hatchery is losing a lot of its health right now. It might even get taken out. The Zerglings also in the 3rd taking out quite a few drones right now. The hatchery for the 4th gets taken out and Traveler does quite a bit of I don't want to use that word anymore. Substantial, that's the word. Never mind, I am going to use it. Substantial damage to EG's NozzGamer. Let's just take a look. 14 workers killed. Resources lost tab. Double the resources. There are 9 Ultralisks out for Traveler right now. A nice bundle on a lot of the Roach Hydra army. But these Ultralisks aren't enough to deal the damage, and Traveler will have to pull back. There was just no buffer for Traveler to be able to deal any damage. The Ultralisks were able to get targeted down straight by those roaches, and they did get taken out. About half of them. And now it looks like the 4th base for Traveler will be getting taken out as well. Infested Terrans getting spawned in as well from NozzGamer. There are some Zerglings here as well, and now it looks like Traveler, he might be able to clean this up. There's only 1 Ultralisk left though with half its health, and that force does get cleaned up. The supply is pretty much equal, but now there's a lot of roaches for NozzGamer right now and not a lot for Traveler. And NozzGamer, he has a pretty big lead right now. Going straight up into the natural. Nope, decides to pull back. Too many spine crawlers to get in. More Zerglings just going to be pesky around the map from Traveler. Not really doing anything. 5th base getting taken for Traveler as well now. 4th base getting remade for both players now. Plus 2 ground carapace on the way for NozzGamer. And 3-3 is on the way for Traveler. 4 more Ultralisks in production, and that will bring him up to about 10. But it looks like NozzGamer wants to keep with his composition at the moment. These first 5 Mulisks still trying to pull NozzGamer back as much as he possibly can. Firing at the hatchery a little bit, but not really being able to do much, as this Roach Hydra army is still there, can come back as soon as it needs to. 5th base is up. No drones being sent there just yet. Take a look at the income tab. Traveler with a 67 to 50. 67 drones to 50 drones right now. But NozzGamer is maxed out, and that means that NozzGamer has a much larger army than his opponent does, and that is in fact true by a 30 army supply lead. There are quite a few Ultralisks out on the map for Traveler. Infested Terrans getting spawned in from NozzGamer to distract the Ultralisks a little bit. And it looks like all those Banelings got used up, as well as the Zerlings. Some nice bungles on the Roach Hydra army, but not all of these Ultralisks are able to attack at the same time. And some of these are actually getting decimated, but it looks like all the Roaches are now gone, and the Hydralisks are all that's left. There are still a few Ultralisks left on the field right now, and it looks like LZ Gamer will get cleaned up once again, and that is GG from LZ Gamer, and Traveler wins the first game of this best of 3. Okay. Just going to be getting some replays of Toxic versus Itra, I believe it was. Okay. So we're going to be getting into game number 2 soon. And... oh, whoops. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Alright. Saw nothing. Remember that you saw nothing. Okay. Okay, so I'm just waiting on game number 2 to be created. Okay, so I'm trying to just catch up on what's going on in the chat. If you're wondering, it's going to be that LZ Gamer versus Traveler will be a live game. All of the other games will be off of replays, but they were pretty recent. By the way, if you don't like me saying LZ, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Why, thank you, fallen savior. Okay, so the next map's going to be Cloud Kingdom. Oops. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Game. Jess, sorry if I accidentally made it so that you can't talk. I was rushing a little bit. Whoopsies. Alright, so on Cloud Kingdom LE, which is going to be game number 2, he is currently up 1-0 from OG. He is Traveler. And on the opposite side of the map, because this is a 2-player map, we have the Blue Zerg from EG. He is LZ Gamer. So last game, we saw Traveler living by the length of a hair. Because really, he could have actually lost that. If that engagement went just a little bit worse for him, he would have lost the game. He would have been out. He was already down in supply. But what happened is that LZ Gamer just got a little unlucky. The fungal growths kept LZ Gamer in place. The infestors actually were at the front of the army, so they got taken out immediately and weren't able to help him. And then just the roaches got decimated because they were up front, and then the hydras were all that's left. And they're pretty squishy. And then they just got taken out. And then LZ Gamer was forced to GG. By the way, if there's any other mods and I accidentally made it so that Jessic Rabbit couldn't talk, please fix that for me, because I can't really do it right now. Alright, so it's going to be hatchery first from LZ Gamer, while it's going to be spawning pool first from Traveler. It looks like it's going to be the same opening as last game, 14-16 for Traveler. As Traveler is currently just banking up a bunch of minerals. LZ Gamer not dropping down his spawning pool anywhere. Oh, there it is. Excuse me. And Traveler now dropping down his hatchery. That drone lives by 6 health, as it was blocking the hatchery from being dropped. Extractor going down for Traveler right now, not yet for LZ Gamer. And there it goes for LZ Gamer now. As in ZVZ, it usually ends up opening with Zergling Baneling, and you only need one extractor for that. Even if you aren't going Zergling Baneling, you still need that extractor so that you can get metabolic boost. Unless you're Vortex, the Slowling King. Second hatchery is up for LZ Gamer, about halfway to 2/3 done for Traveler at the moment. It's pretty quiet right now. Traveler getting his metabolic boost now so that his lings are fast enough. Spawn Crawler going down at the front of the LZ Gamer's natural expansion. That is pretty normal, as it does help defend, which is what they were meant for. Metabolic boost starting up for LZ Gamer just now. Traveler's Queen here trying to get that Overlord, but no, that Overlord has way too much health and is way too fast for that Queen, especially if the Queen's off creep. Baneling Nest getting thrown down for Traveler in the main base right now. Currently not coming from LZ Gamer at the moment. Oh, there it is, getting dropped down immediately as I say it to just make me look stupid. So what we have to wonder is if Traveler is going to try going for the same sort of composition as he did last game. It was cutting it close. He did get the win though, but it was pretty close to a loss for him though. So maybe he tries going for the same composition, maybe just a little bit better this time. Or maybe LZ Gamer and Traveler switch compositions and Traveler's the one going for Roach Hydra Infestor, and LZ Gamer tries going for the Zergling Baneling Infestor Ultralisk. Lair on the way for Traveler, once again going to be getting it ahead of his opponent. Evo Chamber and a Roach Horn going down right now. +1 Carapace for LZ Gamer right now, as well as 2 Banelings on the way. +1 missile attacks is on the way for Traveler, so it looks like he will be getting roaches this time around over his opponent, who is now getting the 1-1 melee upgrades. So it looks like they will in fact be switching compositions. It's always cool to see as how can one player do it a little bit different than their opponent. Third hatchery getting thrown down for both players right now. And so far, nothing too big going on. Elsa Gamer now going to be getting his lair. One Zergling for Elsa Gamer does get in, goes around the main and dies through the queen as it decides. Instead of going around, it goes in, through, and then around. Sometimes shortcuts can kill you like that. Elsa Gamer trying to come into the third base. Ooh, doesn't pick off the second Baneling. It stays alive. The first one did go for a few of Elsa Gamer's Banelings, which was a little bit sloppy. First 12 roaches are on the way, as well as Galal Reconstitution. So far it's been pretty quiet, other than that little attack by Elsa Gamer on Traveler's third. LZ's third base is up now. Drones will be heading there shortly, and a stream of Zerglings arriving at the third base. There are some roaches here, some more Banelings getting morphed in. Elsa Gamer going to be pushing back, I believe. Nope, he will be leaving, going back to his third at the moment. Infestation Pit getting thrown down for both of our players, but Elsa Gamers is a little bit ahead right now. And 2-2 on the way for melee, so it looks like Ultralisk Cavern is on the way for a Hive Tech for Elsa Gamer, while Traveler looks like he's going to be doing the Roach Hydra composition. And now those Zerglings heading towards the second base, but the roaches are already here and nothing happens. They just say hi and then go away. They did nothing at all. That was pretty cool though, because all the roaches split up, the Zerglings split up, and then they just parted ways. More Zerglings coming at the third base right now, and they will in fact get the queen. That is pretty good. But it looks like these roaches will in fact clean them up. But there's more Zerglings in the second base of Traveler right now. And the drones now just get pulled. 9 workers killed. That is pretty good. Now the roaches going to try cleaning up as many of these Zerglings as they possibly can. But that was still 9 workers killed. A nice 2-prong attack coming out of the Elsa Gamer right there. Now it looks like it will. Elsa Gamer looks like he wants to try going for the same sort of roundabout attack again on the third base. There is a new queen here. Traveler getting pathogen glands. Just got it. 9 infestors on the way and another 2-prong attack. Nope, those Zerglings going to be pulling back, trying to keep these roaches occupied. And there's actually no... Whoa, those Banelings blow up on almost all of those Zerglings. And the ones that are alive only have a little bit of health left. A nice Baneling defense from Traveler. Gets to keep his third base because of it. +1 ground carapace on the way, as well as Burrow. +2 missile attacks almost finished. There are some infestors out. Not a lot of roaches, but still some infestors are out, and it looks like he's going to be pushing out a nice fungal, and does allow him to get rid of all of those Zerglings. But there is one Zergling still here at the Xel'Naga Tower, and he sees that Traveler will be heading over towards the third base. Infestors, Spine Crawlers, and 2 Banelings are here to try and not allow this to happen, and a bunch of infested Terrans getting spawned in from both players right now. More infested Terrans. 1 Spine Crawler goes down. These roaches going to be targeting down the Spine Crawlers one at a time, trying to make sure that they get taken out. And there's just so much stuff for Traveler, and it looks like Traveler will be able to push in and even get some infestor kills as well. Nice job prioritizing the infestor kills over the drone kills. As now he is able to just kill off these drones, and now it's just Zerglings right now for Elza Gamer. More Zerglings are arriving, but they can't even get in because the drones are kind of body blocking, and now the roaches just burrow. But it looks like these Zerglings will be able to finally clean them up. That was a nice counterattack by Traveler right there. 11 workers killed. And a Spire on the way, and the Hive almost finished. A Greater Spire incoming, maybe. Ultralisk Cavern on the way for Elza Gamer, and now the 4th base is under attack, and the hatchery does get taken out by those Zerglings. Both of these players trying to keep the pressure on each other. Greater Spire and Ultralisk Cavern on the way, so it looks like both of these players have made their Hive tech of their choice. 4th hatchery going to get remade. Elza Gamer constantly using these Zerglings to try and deal damage to his opponent. Three on the way for Traveler, as well as the Chitness plating upgrade for the... Oh no, never mind, for Elza Gamer. Ooh, these Zerglings get the hatchery once again. But this time get taken out by those roaches, except for those lucky 4 Zerglings. So anyways, as I was saying, 3-3 on the way, as well as Chitness plating for Elza Gamer. As well as Pathogen Glands, the first 5 Ultralisks on the way, and the first 4 Broodlords on the way for Traveler. Nidus Worm in the main base of Traveler. I'm sorry I missed that. I didn't even... What? I think that was a Nidus Worm. Whatever. Traveler going to be pushing towards the 3rd base of Elza Gamer once again. There are just a few Spine Crawlers. All the Infestors are here, though, as well as the 1 Ultralisk and 2 Zerglings. Burrow now getting researched for Elza Gamer, while for Traveler, plus 3-2 for Roaches and Hydras on the way, as well as another Spire for those extra upgrades, as well as a 5th base now. The first 4 Broodlords are here. Looks like some of the Roaches and Zerglings are going to be heading towards the natural. Infested Terrans getting spawned in, and the Broodlords are immediately forced to get back. A nice fungal does trap 3 of them, but all of the Infested Terrans do get taken out immediately. And now the Broodlings of the Broodlords can do a lot of damage. And now Roaches in the main of Elza Gamer as well, targeting down the Ultralisk Cavern. The drones now just get pulled to try and deal with these Roaches, but the Ultralisk Cavern gets taken out. There are 2 Ultralisks here to try and clean up those Roaches and Zerglings. But it looks... Oh, all of the Ultralisks are now here. And now Traveler just going to be pushing into Elza Gamer's 3rd base. And a lot of Infested Terrans getting spawned in underneath 1. But a lot more Infested Terrans getting spawned in from Traveler and Funnels as well on those Infested Terrans. Ultralisks arriving to try and clean up these Infested Terrans. More Infested Terrans! More Infested Terrans! And the Roach is going to be trying to deal damage to these Ultralisks as well. 2 Ultralisks. Oh no, in fact only 1 Ultralisk goes down so far. And Infested Terrans getting spawned underneath those 2 Broodlords as well, and they get taken out as well. Infestors forced to burrow their way back home. And that was just very sloppy play. And Zerglings taking out the 4th hatchery once again. Also in the 3rd base of Traveler. This game has just had so much stuff going on. Zerglings are going to be attacking the 5th hatchery as well. And now Elza Gamer going to be pushing into the natural of Traveler. Infested Terrans getting spawned in to try and body block those Ultralisks, but they get taken out instantaneously. Infested Terrans from Elza Gamer as well. And this is looking pretty bleak for Traveler right now. And then Ultralisks still pushing in. There are only 3 left though. Infested Terrans doing quite a bit of damage. 4 left, my bad. Broodlord trying to come in as well as some more roaches. Elza Gamer constantly spawning in those Infested Terrans, but there are 6 Broodlords out right now. But a bunch of Infested Terrans come out for Elza Gamer, and they will push the Broodlords back. One Broodlord gets taken out. Broodlord's going to try dealing with these Infested Terrans. The second base gets taken out, and the Ultralisks now in the main as well. This is just looking worse and worse for Traveler right now. But all of these Infested Terrans will expire now. And the Ultralisks are still doing so much damage to Traveler's bases, as they are still in the main base, dealing a lot of damage to the buildings. The Evo Chamber gets taken out. Another Roachhorn has to be put down because it got taken out. And more Zerglings coming into the third base of Traveler, and the Roachhorn gets taken out again. Nope, gets cancelled. There are just Broodlords to deal with everything. And Traveler can't reinforce anything. Except for Broodlords, as that is all that's left. No Ground Army, though. There are just Zerglings and Ultralisks ravaging this third base right now. It gets taken out. There's just this hive and this hatchery, and there's only these drones mining right now. 18 drones mining right now. This Ultralisk is still doing damage, and these Ultralisks still doing damage. Elza Gamer losing a lot of his Ultralisks, but he did so much damage in that battle. It was ridiculous. He killed off 4 bases, leaving his opponent with a hive and a hatchery. The Roachhorn did get rebuilt, but the creeps despawning. Hatchery getting rebuilt at the 3rd area in hopes to get another base up and running. +1 missile attacks on the way now as well for Elza Gamer. He has his 4th base up. I don't know how Traveler is going to be attacking into this. There is just so much stuff for Elza Gamer, and Traveler is actually half of the supply. This is just looking really, really bad for Traveler right now. That Roachhorn being a boss, not standing on creep. It doesn't need creep. It's just gonna stand there. Some changelings going into the 4th base of Elza Gamer, and they get taken out immediately. There are a few there's 6 Broodlords and 15 Roaches, as well as 1 Infestor and a Zergling right now for Traveler. Only 15 drones. Spire on the way for Elza Gamer. Infestation Pit getting remade for Traveler now. This hatchery was remade now, and it looks like the creep will appear right back underneath. Zerglings heading for the main of Traveler. What will they go for? They go for that drone. They go for that hive and the spawning pool. 2 Zerglings deciding not to go for anything. Now going for the roaches. Not really doing a lot, but it looks like Elza Gamer is going in for the kill now. At the 3rd. Now, again, the Broodlords going to try doing some damage to these infestors. A nice fungal does, in fact, reveal them, as well as these Overseers. But Elza Gamer with his Ultralisks and Zerglings are more than enough. No, it looks like he's going to pull back now. Just for a little bit. 5th base up for Elza Gamer as well, and 12 Corruptors on the way now. The Broodlords will come as soon as that Greater Spire gets morphed in. Some roaches and broodlords heading for the fourth base of LZ Gamer, but there are spores and spines already here. Broodlings arriving. That infested Terran's getting spawned in from LZ Gamer immediately. Traveler having to pull back a bit more, and Corruptor's now here as well. And these broodlords will be going down no matter what now. And that is GG from Traveler. LZ Gamer ties it up 1-1 in this best of 3 series for ESEA. Yeah, why aren't my hotkeys working? Okay. What an exciting thing. Oh, wait. Why aren't some people mods on my thing? Some people aren't mods on my stream. This is weird. They should be mods, but they aren't. Okay. Okay. So currently it is tied 1-1 between LZ Gamer and Traveler. It appears that the cold of Canada has worn off. I'm sorry for not having more enthusiasm at the end of that game. It was just like... Okay, so I'm just going to be receiving a replay real quick between OG's Wind and EG Machine. There we go. By the way, if you do enjoy my casting, feel free to hit that follow button. It does help. Also follow me on Twitter at MasterDalK. So we're going to be getting into game number 3 very shortly between OG Traveler and EG LZ Gamer RC. Okay, so well, our EG player at the moment, I just ask him and he doesn't really care if I say LZ. I just find that more natural to me because I usually say Z as Z. But for you guys, you know what, I'll just say LZ now. Because you guys have been on my case for it. Alright, so on the bottom left corner of Daybreak, Crux GSL Daybreak was the exact map. We have the yellow Zerg from OG, he is Traveler. And on the other side of the map, as this is a two-player map, the blue Zerg from EG, he is LZ Gamer. Now, see, LZ just doesn't roll off the tongue for me, okay? So again, this is a ZVZ, and now Daybreak is a bit bigger map. So I don't think we'll be seeing any sort of Zergling Bailing rush, as we really haven't seen it in the past two games between these two players. They tend to favor that large macro game. So far, nothing too out of the ordinary. And it looks like Traveler will be going spawning pool first. LZ Gamer going to be doing the exact same thing. No extractor out yet. So looks like it will be a macro game. Yep, LZ Gamer going to put down his hatchery, as well as Traveler. So 14-16 coming out from both of these players. Looks like it will be sort of the exact same thing we've been seeing these past two games. But will we see more Mulus play or more infested Terran harassment? As Daybreak is a little bit of a different map compared to Entomb Valley and Cloud Kingdom. Queen's on the way for both of these players, as per usual, because the Zerg really can't run without a queen, especially if their opponent has a queen and they do not. No fast third coming for both of these players just yet. Drones getting transferred over to the natural for Traveler. LZ Gamer not going to be doing that. He's just going to be making the drones right there. And the second queen is out for Traveler right now. About to have the same thing for LZ Gamer. Metabolic boost on the way for Traveler, as well as for LZ Gamer. And yes, I know I say as well as. Okay. This is a neutral supply depot going to be getting taken out by this queen. Dying. At the 6 damage per second rate. Bailing Nest on the way for both of our players right now. Nothing too unordinary, especially compared to the first two games we've had in this best of 3 series. Now we do have to remember that whoever wins this is the first best of 3. Whoever wins this best of 3 will end up winning and getting the first recorded point for this ESEA match. The other 3 will be off of replays of OG Buzz versus In Control. Going to be... Actually, I'm going to start a vote. Towards the end of this game, tell me if you want to see Hydra versus Toxic or OG's Buzz versus EG's In Control. Ooh, a nice failing explosion from LZ Gamer. Gets rid of a lot of those Zerglings there, keeping his main base safe once again from scouting Zerglings. Double Evo Chamber on the way for Traveler, so it's going to be a little bit of a different build from him. Lair now finishing up for him. Welch Warren on the way for LZ Gamer. So yes, it looks like this won't be the exact same thing as we saw the past 2 games. Excuse me there. Spire on the way for Traveler, as well as +1/1 melee attacks and ground carapace, glow reconstitution, and +1 missile attacks on the way for LZ Gamer. Still no third base yet from either of our players. Oh, never mind. LZ Gamer dropping it down just as I say that. And some Zerglings from LZ Gamer going to be heading over towards Traveler's 3rd expansion area, seeing that there is in fact nothing there. Some Zerglings and Banelings arriving, and LZ Gamer going to be pulling back. Sends 1 Zergling to try and get rid of a Baneling, but it doesn't work out so well. And the 3rd hatchery does get dropped down. Pathogen Glens as well as Burrow on the way for LZ Gamer right now. So it looks like he's going to be going into the Roach Hydra Infestor composition as we saw first game, while Traveler is going Muta Ling Baneling. A little bit different. Unless he's doing this as the same sort of Mutiling Baneling fake he made the first game, where he in fact went for Ultralisks instead. Zerglings arriving at the 3rd base. Will they pick it off? LZ's Gamers Zerglings are here, and it did finish, so that means no cancel allowed now. It's in the red. The Roaches have arrived as well. It has 100 health, and it lives in fact. These 4 Banelings from Traveler going to be arriving as well, just to their doom maybe. Ooh, 3 of them go down. 2 of them did explode on a few Zerglings, but the last one gets picked off by those Roaches. And the first 5 Mutalisks are out for Traveler right now. There is no anti-air other than Queens at the moment. Some Spore Crawlers are getting thrown down for LZ Gamer. There is an Infestor out right now, and the Mutalisks will try to take it out. And they do get 1 Infestor, which is okay, I guess. Zerglings come back in to take out that 3rd hatchery once again, and it will have to get remade. While Traveler's 3rd base is up and has begun saturating right now. Distractor getting thrown down as well. Mutalisks just hanging out at the middle of the map, trying to find something to do, waiting for their orders from the Overmind, otherwise known as Traveler, on what they're going to be doing. So far it's been a pretty quiet game, and we do see that some Infestors are burrowed and heading towards Traveler's base and spawn some infested Terrans, so this is going to be pretty good. And those 3 Zerglings trade for a Baneling. I'm not really sure if that was too efficient, but then again, those were just scouting Zerglings. These 2 Infestors will get sent back, in fact. Mutalisks still running around the map trying to find something to attack, but there are Spore Crawlers at every single base for LZ Gamer, and really anywhere that creep exists. LZ Gamer currently a supply block because of that one Overlord that was picked off here. Hive on the way for Traveler right now. +2 ground carapace finishing up. LZ Gamer's +2 missile attack finishing up for him. And it looks like he's going to be pushing out with roaches and infestors. I've been saying infested Terrans so long that I almost said infested Terrans along with roaches. Oh, and it looks like Traveler going to be going into the third base as well. He does pick off the Queen as well as the Spine Crawler. And now gets a roach too. Not really getting too many drones as they were pulled like quickly. And LZ Gamer's forces are in this natural of Traveler right now. And it looks like they're just going to be picking off those Spine Crawlers. One Baleen runs into them for not an okay Fungal. Doesn't catch too many of them. Fungal, LZ Gamer Fungals and Mulisks as well as dropping down some infested Terrans, so they will get taken out as well. The second hatchery goes down, and that is GG from Traveler. And that means that LZ Gamer wins 2-1 in that best of 3 series. Okay. I don't know how Destiny does that. Okay. Just going to be editing the TL thread real quickly with results between Traveler and LZ Gamer. Okay. Alright. Okay. Just getting some stuff set up. Thank you, Gorgonroth. You're awesome. Easy melon. You found out my plan. Alright. You want to say such a mean joke. Oh, you guys are so hilarious. Lord. Alright. So, I guess I'm going to be going with Buzz versus In Control. As they were played yesterday, they were played. were played yesterday and played first, so I'm just going to honor that. Okay. Alright. I believe I clicked something that I probably didn't want to. Turn down my sound when I play this. Okay, so I'm just going to load up the next replay. Alright. So it's going to be OG Buzz versus EG's In Control. And it's going to be a PVZ. Sorry for all of you that want to see Hydra play. I'm sorry, but like dude. I'm sorry, but while Buzz and In Control played yesterday, I just feel like I should probably cast their game first. Oh no, not the power of the Grekken. Okay. So I'm going to be casting Buzz versus In Control because I don't want to cast a... Okay. So I'm going to be casting Buzz versus In Control because they were played yesterday. Also because I don't want to cast 3 ZVZs in a row, or 2 ZVZs in a row, as much as I possibly. Alright. I'm going to be loading up the replay. By the way, follow me on Twitch if you like my casting. Idra? Really? Yeah, like... Why can't I say... How come I can't say... Okay, fine, I'll just say Idra next time. Okay, the power of the Kraken gonna get me. Whatever. I have a job to do. Alright. So, on the bottom left corner, what? Okay. Excuse me one moment. Okay, excuse me one second. For some reason, I don't. Okay, I'm supposed to have a replay of Buzz versus In Control on Entombed Valley, and it's not there. That's kind of weird. I have a Cloud Kingdom and a Daybreak, but I don't have the Entombed Valley, which is the first map. Okay then. So I'm just going to ask about that real quick. In the meantime, you guys get your wish of Idra versus Toxic, because my thing screwed up. Oh, okay, never mind. I actually got it in time. Okay, I'm just trying to sort this out. So while that's going on, alright. So up here is that they just didn't know what the right map was, so they played on Cloud Kingdom, but it doesn't really matter. Alright, so over on the bottom left corner of Cloud Kingdom, the green Zerg from OG, he is Buzz. And on the other corner of the map, the blue Protoss is In Control, because the RC made him run out of characters. really in control. Good old starboard saving players not have the right tag or whatnot. It's going to be Forge Fast Expand from in control as per usual in a PVZ. As it does allow to stay on the same number of bases, it does allow you to stay safe from some sort of all-in from the Zerg. Pool. Excuse me. So, Buzz looks like he's just going to be going for a 14-16 opening of some sort. So far, nothing yet. Oh, there it goes. The first spawning pool. Excuse me again. Out for Buzz. So it's going to be 14-16 opening for him. Hatchery 2 be coming shortly. And this probe just going to be really pesky. Does just damage the drone a bit. Looks like Buzz going to be heading towards his third base. Not gonna really care much about his natural. He can get rid of that probe later. Forge getting dropped down, but it will be Nexus first for in control. So as soon as the first few Zerglings get out, it looks like those first few Zerglings will just get rid of that probe. And then Buzz will be up 3 bases at the very beginning. 2 Zerglings on the way. 2 Zerglings I think should be sufficient to get rid of a probe. Gateway as well as the photon cannon. And so now in control's wall is now finished with the help of this one pylon here. Ooh, and in control drops down that pylon to block this third expansion even more. Well, the expansion after natural. But he now just sees that there was in fact a hatchery going down at the third. And now this pylon will be taken out. Probe trying to get back in there, but this queen will be enough to make sure that that probe does not do any more sort of shenanigans of the sort of pylon dropping. 2 extractors getting dropped down in the main base of in control right now. And now Buzz going to be getting his third base at his natural now. Going to call this the second. This is the third. There's one probe over here. Will it drop down another pylon and do more shenanigans? Probably not. The Zealot on this gateway rallied to the Zelnaga tower so that it can get control of that tower pretty quickly. Cybernetics Core on the way. So far, pretty orthodox game. If an orthodox game includes a pylon to block expansion and the Zerg just has to expand at the third. Well, Cloud Kingdom is a pretty easy map to have a base here, as it's still right next to the main, and although there is 2 ways into that base, it's still pretty easy to block it off. You just need a few spine crawlers around here. One Zealot going into the third base. Queen coming back onto the creep. The Zealot just getting scouting information, not really doing anything too harassment-esque. But oh, look at that. In control's gateway is rallied to the third, in fact. And this Zealot gets 3 kills. The Queen even goes down as well. 1 worker killed so far. That was 3 Zerglings and a Queen killed as well. The Stalker was on a move command because of that rally, and it looks like it's going to get taken out by these Zerglings. And in fact does. Gateway still rallied to Buzz's third base though. Some Zerglings of Buzz heading in towards the natural. But there is a cannon here, and that Stalker does live as another Stalker comes out to support it as well. In control now going to be pushing back against the 3 Zergling Menace. Now dropped to 2, well really 1.5 Zergling Menace. Ooh, pylons getting thrown down outside the third base of Buzz, and he doesn't see it! Buzz does not in fact see it. Ooh, Warp Gate has finished. 2 Zealots getting warped in onto the creep of Buzz at the third base now. He doesn't, in control, does not want this third base to live, because if it does, he's going to be pretty economically behind. Drone's getting pulled now, trying to hold position command and hit everything, but it didn't work out so well. 4 more Zealots getting warped in. And now a lot of these drones are getting taken out. There's still 6 Zerglings and 2 Stalkers alive right now. That is GG from Buzz, and in control wins game number 1. That might have been game number 2. I'm not too sure. oGaming is primarily North America. Alright, so I'm going to load up the next game. It's going to be on Daybreak. Alright. So currently In Control is up 1-0. And we're going to be getting into game number 2 on GSL Daybreak shortly. Alright, and here we are on the bottom left corner of GSL Daybreak. The Greens are currently down 0-1. It is Buzz. On the other corner of the map, the blue Protoss, he is EG's In Control. Buzz saying thanks for signing my book at Providence. Small world, says In Control. Now these games were played yesterday, as In Control wasn't able to play today. But I assure you, the other 2 best of 3s were played today. They were actually played at the exact same time as I was casting LZ or LZ Gamer versus OG's Traveler. The EG players requested that they be played at the same time instead of one at a time, but it's not a problem. We at OG are pretty accommodating, so we were like, sure, and then I had to cast out for replays. Yay! So back to this game. This is a PVZ. In Control going to be going Forge Fast Expand once again. This is a best of 3. If you're a little confused as to how ESEA format works, There are 4 best of 3s played no matter what for playoff points, which is actually, this is the last week to earn playoff points. And if you are in the top 16 teams of the 30 teams now, because 2 teams had to drop out of the league. If you're in the top 16 teams in terms of points, then you will be heading into the double elimination playoffs. Be going into the grand finals. And I think the prize for the team that is first is, I think, like $2,400. Alright. So in control, going to be blocking the natural expand for Buzz. Buzz going to be heading straight to the third once again. And in control, just going to be walling off, not putting down his gateway, going to be putting down his cannon first. Gateway now getting dropped down. There is a hole here, though, in the wall. So Zerglings could stream in one at a time going through that way. And there's also the actual door into the wall where most of the units will also go through. That is a little bit bad for him. But maybe it works out. Roachhorn on the way for Buzz now. Still no third expansion. Just going to be getting his second base up at the far area. Gateway is now up. So, if Buzz loses this game, that means Evil Geniuses will be up 2-0 in this ESEA match. And that means that Toxic and Wind have to win their matches for it to go to an ace match. Or if Idra or Machine wins their matches, then it goes 3-0 or 4-0 even, and they get all the points, or at least most of the points. So Buzz going to be going for a 7 Roach Rush. But there are 3 cannons in total. 1 already up, 2 going up now for in control. And Daybreak does actually have a much longer rush distance than compared to those 2-player maps such as Ohana or Cloud Kingdom. So this is going to be even less effective. 7 roaches are here, they are coming in. There's a Stalker and a Zealot already out. These roaches trying to do as much damage as they possibly can. They're coming in. 1 roach is down. Second one goes down. Third one goes down. Probe's getting pulled as well. And it looks like this will get cleaned up pretty quickly. Oh, but there's still 1 roach left, and it's going to try targeting down some more probes. No, it in fact gets... Oh, it gets 1 kill. And then goes down to that Stalker. 2 workers killed. Thing is that Buzz still has his second base up, and now also getting his third base as well at his natural expansion area. And Lair now going up as well. +1 ground weapons on the way for in control right now. 3 Stalkers at the closer Zelnaga tower. 2 Stargates coming out, so it's going to be double Stargate play from him, or Air King build as Icicle calls it. 2 more gateways getting thrown down as well, and these 3 Stalkers are going to be heading towards the natural expansion of Buzz. Going to be picking off this Overlord as well. Buzz now supply blocked really badly. Might even get another Overlord kill. No, decides to go for the drones instead. Now up the ramp, going to be heading back down. Still with vision of the top of that ramp, tries to pick off that queen. This Overlord trying to get away, but it goes... Nope, it lives with... Oh no, it dies, in fact, to the 1 Stalker that decided, hey look, that guy is still left. And now there's nothing at the natural expansion of Buzz right now. One Stalker goes down. There are quite a few Zerglings actually for Buzz right now, but he is supply blocked. And 2 Void Rays on the way for In Control now. Galal Reconstitution as well as Metabolic Boost on the way for Buzz. Second base is still up, but there is absolutely no scout of the Stargate play at all. All Buzz sees, or has seen, was the natural. And now In Control even going to be going for his third base as well. Zerglings of Buzz heading towards the natural of In Control. Robotics facility on the way, +1 ground armor, +1 missile attacks on the way for Buzz right now. The natural expansion of Buzz is getting resaturated now. There's currently 4 Void Rays out on the map for In Control right now. 3 more gateways getting thrown down for In Control as well. So this is looking pretty... Well, really, Buzz is in an awkward position. He has no idea that Void Rays are even out on the map. There are no Spore Crawlers, and the only anti-air are the 2 queens that only the first... Oh, 3 queens. 1 for each base, but still, 1 queen does not beat 5 Void Rays. And Void Rays are still constantly getting produced. The 6th one just arrived. Spire on the way. Spore Crawlers now going up at base... At the 3rd base. And the main... Not yet for the natural. Tongue and Claws and Burrow on the way for Buzz right now, but he's doing the opposite of what he needs to do, and 5 Void Rays have arrived at the natural of Buzz. They immediately start targeting down that queen, and it goes down. 1 queen arrives as well, trying to target down, and that is GG from Buzz. And that means In Control, in fact, takes game number 2, and EG goes up 2-0 in this ESEA match. Okay. So I'm just going to be getting the replay set up for Idra versus Toxic and Wind versus Machine. While that's going on, you can listen to some Gerudo Valley theme. Alright. I'm just gonna lower the volume of that. Okay, so we're going to be getting into ESEA versus Toxic next. Alright, so I'm just setting up the replays, etc. etc. Sorry, I just blanked there. By the way, follow me on Twitter. Alright. By the way, if you like my casting, hit that follow button. It does help. Also, follow me on Twitter, @MasterDalK. And if you actually missed part of this, you can always, of course, watch the VOD on my Twitch. You can always watch the VOD on my Twitch channel, but you can also check them out on my YouTube channel, NozzGamingChannel. Alright, so EG's RC ESEA. Okay. Going to be a CVZ. Going to be another ZVZ. Because, you know. By the way, there is a 2-minute stream delay, so sorry about that. ESEA requires that if I do anything live, then if I turn off my stream for like if I turn off the stream delay will take 2 minutes to catch up, and then I have to come back on right away to be live. So I'm just leaving the stream delay on